All right, guys, we are back once again for our first Secret podcast. Speaking right now is Larsh, the casual mech warrior, and with us today we have Old Bob 10025.
Hello, everybody. It's Old Bob 10025 from the times of dinosaurs. I used to run away from them. And then also we have TRS. We have the red shirt. Damn it.
Team red shirt.
Team red shirt.
I'm Phenom. How's it going?
And lastly, but not least, go ahead, Doe.
I was gonna toss over to Biter, but all right
You're
then.
taking too long. Biter, go ahead.
Biter, I am here. I am ahead of the pack. I am not completely confabulated.
Oh, see?
Already. Off to a rollicking good start. All right, so
We really didn't need to plan that ahead of time. We did all the other planning, and we didn't figure out how that was going to go.
We kind of planned it. You weren't here.
I blame Bob. He just threw everything off.
All right. Anyway, guys, I think for today's podcast, our main topic of discussion are the loyalty mechs, how to get them, and what we have in store when they come out. So, what do we think?
Well, first, I thought we would cover what the different reward tiers are and how you unlock them.
Right.
There is, for the free-to-play players, unfortunately, only one tier available for you, which is the basic game participation, which I think is just what it's like: play 100 or so matches, and you get some C-bills and a cupcake. Over the entire
2 million
of the year.
C-bills too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of the mech bay. There's a mech bay involved too. You get a mech bay.
That is nice, actually.
That's pretty nice.
If you're completely free to play,
That's
every mech
real
bay
money value there, because they won't sell them for C-bills. So, not so bad.
It's not even though they're not even giving you keys or MC or anything like that. Like, it all depends. Obviously, you want PGI has to try and make the reward the whales, but in some respects, at least if you play, like, I imagine you could do multiple tiers of how much you played the game. So if you have played 200 matches, we've lost the Bob.
Wow.
If you've played 200 or so matches, like, maybe it'd be worth giving you more MC. Like, the more matches you played, I would imagine if you play the game a lot, they should give you a whole bunch of MC so you could buy mech bays or even a hero mech of your own. That would be quite nice, at least to give something really back to the free-to-play players, because at least I think a lot of guys in this game are whales, but you shouldn't overlook at least a lot of people coming in, checking out the game, seeing these rewards coming up. I just think it's always good to give something to the free-to-play players, because they're always way back in the mind of PGI.
The thing is, you give them a hero mech, even if it's like you get one free medium hero mech. Say it's like that. It's enough MC to buy something in the light to medium range for hero.
When you said that, I was like, I'll give them another gridiron. Just keep throwing gridirons out.
Yeah, why not? I don't even have one. That's the funny thing.
You don't want one.
It's not good. But
No, I'd rather
away.
a 4G. I'll just take a hunchback, a regular old hunchback with an ultra in it, any day. Anyway, so say you give them this hero mech and these free to play players, which I admire anyone who can play this game without putting money into it, because I wasn't able to do that. I had an illness for a stretch of time there when they started putting mechs out. It was bad. I had nothing else to spend my money on, so I did. I'm digressing a bit, but if you give these people who haven't put money into the game, you give them essentially the reward of having done so. They can go, well, geez, this mech this is kind of cool. I got to make some money off of it. I leveled it up really quick. Maybe I'll try out a heavy this time, and I can justify, now that I've played with the hero mech, investing a bit, right?
Exactly.
It kind of opens that door.
Yeah, if you give them a hero mech and they quite like the experience, at least it's an attempt to generate goodwill. Now, I'm, of course, no expert whatsoever on player metrics and stuff like that. I, however, think, in my personal opinion, this is clearly not enough if you're completely free to play.
This is.
And this is also the baseline for a lot of people, because it might be some people who do spend money, they only get a couple of packs here and there, and they might not be getting the top tiers and all that stuff that we'll be covering
That's
later.
like me.
This is the baseline that everybody gets if you play the game enough.
Yeah.
And I think if everybody gets this nice little dole of a reward, even if it's just a Sea-Bill mech with a, in that mech bay, that's a whole extra bunch of Sea-Bills. Why not?
Oh yeah, it's nice if you can get something that mainly works well and you can get a nice Sea-Bill bonus out of it. It's definitely worth it.
But they should give out the linebacker again, because that wasn't annoying enough with everyone in linebackers
Well, don't
for the
worry,
next couple of
it's
weeks.
coming.
I just made a thug out of mine, put 2 PPCs and 2 SRM6s and said, let's go. It was a lot of
Call it
fun.
a day.
I see in 2 million C-bills, I'm not one to kind of dump on decisions made because it's a delicate thing. You don't want to give out too much free. Well, I understand their logic in not giving out a whole bunch of free money because it completely devalues anyone who wants to spend their saved MC on C-bills. So okay, fine, but 2 million isn't even enough to buy a good light engine for a heavy, for an assault.
Mhm.
And
Is
if
it
you're
enough for a
free-to-play player, chances are you'll have bought a heavier an assault because
Who goes
that's
there?
pretty efficient. Oh my word!
It's a
Look
Snuggles
who
time.
it is.
Hey,
Hey.
We're streaming right now. Hello.
I know. That's the whole reason I'm here. Lars invited me the other day.
Yes, last
Yes,
time,
yes.
2 days ago. Yes.
I reminded him
Welcome.
to do that.
Welcome to the stream. So
We're covering the loyalty rewards, and right now, at least, we're talking about the one for just playing 100 matches.
Oh, the 2 million C-bills and
I got issues.
the cupcake.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Oh, okay, cool beans. I was actually.
What do you think?
I was actually about to put a video out on my channel for all this, but we'll give all the loyal customers.
So your thoughts? What do you think about it?
Shit, which one? For 100 games, I'm like it's a gimme. You can rack that up easily. That's like if you were so inclined, that's like a weekend.
Easy. Yeah.
Perhaps, though, at least, imagine if you haven't really played the game much in the last year, and you aren't really spending money on it. Is this reward really going to be something that's going to inspire you to play 60 more matches or so?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
really doubt
that's. I mean, for me, that's like one weekend's worth. I mean, if that, it's like one afternoon
weekend's
worth.
So you figure one tier 1 match goes for 4.5 minutes on average. You can crank that out pretty quick.
Test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Cool. Sorry, I had a blue screen.
Ooh, ugly.
Drivers.
Let me go ahead and pull up all the stuff.
Yep. All right. So
Hey, Snuggles.
Hey.
Hi. So, and what's this?
Yes, we know he's here.
Hi.
We
yeah.
love you,
So I
Snugs.
think at least we shall move on from the active player reward.
Well,
It's
yeah,
a little
okay, so-
trinket, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're also getting a mech bay, which is not. That's 200
That's nice.
MC.
Yeah.
Or 300, is it? Yeah, 300 MC, and then you're also getting the 4-year, like the exclusive. You can only get it under these circumstances. Cockpit item. So you do get a little bit of swag there, which is okay.
I'm excited about the cupcake. I won't lie.
Oh, they're always fun.
Every other one.
What's the
So-
cupcake?
I don't really care much for the cupcake. I think I have the last one as well, and I've
Well,
never used it.
Well, now the
The
main
Irby.
question is how many bites will they place in the cupcake?
How many
Or will
bites
they-
will place in it?
It's got to be 4,
Yeah.
right?
Is that a
Well,
pun about me?
No. They always put a bite in cupcakes.
You're just a cupcake, man.
Yeah,
That's why.
so I wonder if we're gonna put more bites in the cupcake until there's nothing left later on.
That would be clever, which is why it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and also it would be way too symbolic of their last year for them to just put out a cupcake with a cupcake wrapper.
Oh,
You know
I
what?
was just- yeah.
You know what I would accept? They put it on that little treadmill that came in the Civil War standing statue things, and have the cupcake hop along on the.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I would put down I would love that.
However, for that, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna say that something that awesome should probably be saved for the ultimate tier, like both top end Innersphere and Clan.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. You're that guy.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next one there, which is the next mech up and everything.
Yeah, so let's move on from active player rewards to the MC reward, which is to purchase any amount of MC over the course of the last year or so. And you get a special new variant of the Urban Mech with a 30.
Or any Steam Performance Bundle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's actually a big thing because that's max, right? That's how Steam max. I don't play through Steam, so I've never even looked at that window.
I think you can get like a Mislinks or something like that with that one, and a few other little things. They weren't that great last time I remember.
The 50-ton crab was probably the best thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of value for money, at least you can buy the cheapest MC package, $7, I think, right? And get a free Irby along with the MC, which is better value. Yeah, and it's better value for money than just getting like the K9.
True.
I was going to say that this one is you get a lot of bang for your buck here. That you get a 30% C-Bill boosted hero plus a mech bay and the only urban mech with missiles.
Yep.
Yeah, I quite like this the scheme, at least, because the idea is always you want to get people to do the first payment on each of your different ways to monetize the game, because that's always the hardest thing to do, is to get people to pay for the first time. Once that hurdle's over, they usually aren't so restricted about using their wallet. And in this case, at least, it's pay $7, get MC and an Irby, and a fancy little Irby as well. And the community do really like Irbies. So as a way to get players to buy a little MC, put some money into the game to go after these rewards, it is quite nice. And if you already bought MC, you get the Irby anyway.
Well, after the skill tree and the quirkenings and the new tech, the Irbies aren't a fucking joke anymore. They're actually
they're tanks now.
Mechs,
yeah.
They are micro atlases.
Yeah.
Micro destroyer mechs. Jesus.
Yeah,
I got some good games in those things.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to carry on through all the different rewards. We're hoping perhaps Bonnie will be able to join us later when we can go through all the builds and how we're going to use them. So next, I think we're going to the Inner Sphere and Clan rewards, which you just need to get, any pack from either of the factions to unlock.
Yeah, must have purchased any tier of Inner Sphere or Inner Sphere a la carte since October 18th. Oh, Inner Sphere.
Yeah, so any Inner Sphere collection or any a la carte mech. Now, there's a double thing. So the a la carte mechs are resistance 1 or 2. That's weird. Yeah.
From what time period? What time period?
It's
October 18th, 2016.
Yes, within the past year.
November 14th, 2017. So
all of these, it starts from October, I think. Yes, and all of them is November. And by the way, at least that the cutoff for you to get these things is also November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can still. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to opt into these things, and same with the Irby. It's fairly easy to opt in to these rewards. You just have needed to have supported the game at all. Again, I sort of quite like that. At least if you haven't ever bought a pack before, this is PGI trying to nudge you to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And these two here at Mechs, we'll get into it later, I guess. They're not, of course, as attractive as the Irby, but I think people get the packs a lot more often. But they are unique in their own ways. I think all of them are at least kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Irby was definitely a bigger pull.
Well, I think with the fan base, like anytime you see a new urban mech, people just flip their shit.
Yeah, personally, I buy the mech packs because it's quite fun, taking out a new mech every month. That's the way I keep myself invested in the game. Mm-hmm. But I always did sort of the events to get MC. I haven't bought MC in years. So this might make me have to pick up and spend an extra $7 or whatever I have to pay in pounds.
You crazy Brit, whatever. All right, so I think moving on there is the same thing as the Inner Sphere, but just buying a Clanner mech. So
clams, yes.
Clam, getting the Kit
It's
Fox
another Kit Fox.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Kit Fox love lately.
Yep.
Well, that chassis needs it, and
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And other than fixing hitboxes or geometry, which probably is not going to happen for a while, I think the easiest fix in what they're doing is just throwing more Omnipods at it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to know like how much armor or structure they're going to give it too, because they always tend to give it something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's always a variable factor. Oh, something dropped.
Oh, we lost Bob.
Lost
Yeah,
Bob again,
he's having technical problems. He'll come in and out. So
Yeah,
for the future, let's not
and-
commentate all on it.
yeah, and people see in the chat too. So I guess people have both mine and his going at the same time, and they keep seeing his screen go blue, and then bloop, it goes out.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's live when it happens, so
I
they
should have
know.
chat up.
Yeah.
This is why it's always good to have backups.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So let's keep on moving on here. So we got the top tier Inner Sphere reward. So must have purchased any eligible top tier Inner Sphere collection or a combination of eligible items since last year in October. With that one, you
Now,
get a new
yes, this is an interesting one, and it takes a bit of explaining, at least, because they just throw a wall of text at you, and I think a lot of people glaze their eyes at a lot of this. But it is sort of simple, at least. If you bought large enough collections, like for Inner Sphere, I think the collections are $80 from, this is from early time of the game, but it has to be within last year. If you bought any one of those, you get the top tier reward. Next is you have to get 2 collector packs. This means you get the 3 mechs with the specially colored variant. That is a copy of one of the others. So that's for double the price that it normally is. So normally it's like $20, but instead it's $40 to get the extra mech and the was it 90 days premium time, all that jazz, and you need to get 2 of those. And lastly, and they have just updated this from some feedback from the community, I think, no doubt, you just need to buy any combination of 6 heroes or reinforcements. So these are heroes as an add-on to any of the other packs. They are all the reinforcements, of course, as add-ons to any of the packs. And lastly, any heroes from the hero, clan hero waves 1 and 2, 2C, and the resistance heroes, of course. If you bought that within last year, you've got a total of 6, you will get the top tier reward.
Now that was very, very nice of them, because last year, for everyone who doesn't know, I have a YouTube channel, and I buy all of the mech packs. Like that's not a meme. Like every mech pack that comes out, I buy it. And last year, I had dropped a stupid amount of money on this game and still didn't qualify for the top tier ones. And I had to go upgrade some shit. I had to spend an extra $60 just to qualify for this shit, even though I've bought every single mech pack that was released that year. Ouch. And if they did the same this year, I started keeping a running tally of everything, like mech packs plus reinforcement add-ons plus heroes. This is really fucking embarrassing, but I'm over $400 into this game this year. And I was going to throw a huge bitch fit, just make an absolute fucking stink fest if I had to spend another $60 on top of what I've already spent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would totally agree. This I also at least buy at least a standard pack for each wave, just to support the game, and as I said, to always have something to play for each month to keep myself invested. And yeah, you could put a lot of money into that, but you don't get even any recognition from PGI, because as they initially phrased it, and as how they phrased it last year, oh no, well you see, you haven't bought these particular different items, and that just felt really skeezy to me.
Yeah, I had to upgrade one of my clan wave 3. I just went up to the Ebon Jaguar pack, and I had to upgrade that to the Executioner one to qualify for the clans, and then I had to go buy drop another $20 to upgrade one of the Inner Sphere packs to a collector's pack.
Yeah. So before they did this change, if you did get particular combinations of collector packs or heroes, you could spend only $60 to $65 or something like that to get the 2 top tier rewards. But for anybody who isn't planning for that, it's a lot more likely that you could have spent a huge amount of money and you are still not recognized as a top tier reward. And a lot of people were looking, and like it's still quite a lot of money even with this change, because those add-ons are still $10-15, usually 15.
I almost wonder if they should just change the tier system to how much money you've actually spent, and have just like a graph of like, you know, oh, you've spent $10, you get the first package, and then go all the way up to like $100 and you get the top tier. Like, it shouldn't be based on the packages.
Yeah,
that would simplify everything, because if somebody shells out $70 for like an ultimate pack, I think that should definitely qualify. I mean, like $70. That's
a whole AAA game right there. They charge so much for the specs.
It's a AAA game, and then a little bit of DLC on top of that.
Yeah, well, and especially we're talking about it as a loyalty program. You want people to have a recurring investment, and you don't want them to have to feel like they need to invest $100 or $120 every year, right? So you have, I can buy a mech pack a year, and that qualifies me for a bunch of stuff. I think that'd be okay.
I think the difficulty with these rewards, at least, is I think it's very easy to do the low level rewards, because of course a lot of people can very easily squeak over the level, and it's a great way to get people to just buy a Mac pack, a little bit of MC. As long as you or just play the game for a little bit, you'll get these rewards. But you also do, I can understand wanting to put bigger things out there to reward your really dedicated players, to give them some love as well. But now you're sort of, at least in some ways, putting a bar to who's a real fan or not. And that's at least selling it to an audience is a really difficult thing. And these updates are giant walls of text. It's almost like a fucking legal document more than a way to inspire the players.
No, it feels like, if I want to get a free mech, this is a binding effing contract that I'm signing in my own blood money. Give me my free urban mech, goddammit. It's just like,
get me my mech lawyer to tell me my mech rights.
All right, so if they just went that last line, that very last one, any combination of 6, and if they just said any combination of 6 packs, just the $20 packs alone, you get 6 of them. That's
I would totally agree.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Crap ton of money.
I think I would agree. Like, I just say 6 packs, because if you just buy the standard pack, you're like, that's often what I do. I just get the cheapest pack just to try out the new mech and support PGI, but I'm not throwing tons of money at this game. That's a little crazy when you're getting...
I am.
Yes. I'm not saying that's impossible, but the point is, at least, I thankfully luckily qualified because I got the heroes and stuff, but otherwise I'm always just getting the standard pack, and I might not squeeze through even with this widened gate. But if you're getting 6 packs throughout the year, that's still a big commitment to the game.
Yeah, that's
Well, I want to take that like just one step further and just have them say like 6 packs total for all like the top rewards, and just say even split 3 clan packs and 3 inner sphere packs, and you've qualified for everything.
Yeah, don't divide it into factions.
Could do, yeah. And that is a question about the do you like, some people just get clan mechs, so they only get rewarded for clan things.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in some ways at least it's encouraging people who only buy clan, for example, to buy some inner sphere and stuff. Or I mean, if you have to say, if you get 6 clan, do you get the inner sphere top tier reward, for example? Would that be a good idea?
Well, if you're spending that kind of money anyway, I mean, like, just fucking throw them back at them.
Yeah, and you are being, quote, loyal to the game, right? You're giving money back, so...
That's $120 right there.
Lots of people who buy clan, like, I buy kind of everything. I bought clans when they first came out, and here and there, but I'm a predominantly inner sphere player in faction play and stuff. But you would think you'd want them to be like, okay, you've bought a bunch of clan mechs. Here's a free inner sphere mech, just to have an inner sphere mech and play things from that side of the world, right? Maybe that, again, it's all about getting people to want to reinvest again, which is why they have programs like this. As much as we like to say, let's reward people, it's so people spend more money. It's a marketing thing, and that's okay. They need to do it. But
I think, In terms of like, this whole idea about 6 packs, I really agree, at least because, I'm saying there's these huge walls of text because they're telling you, oh, you can unlock the reward if you buy, well, basically, isn't it like every pack? If it just
unlock,
said,
yeah.
if you've done 6 purchases of the packs, there you go, you're done.
Yeah.
Or from any 6 purchases, it's fine. In total, 6 items. That's all you need to write, and it'll be a lot easier than saying the eligible collections are the Resistance 1 Raffia collection, the Resistance 2 Mauler collection, but there are also eligible combinations of at least 2 collector packs and 6 hero. It lists everything.
That might come down to the fact that they have clan and Inner Sphere rewards, because it's like specifying the clan ones get you this, and the Inner Sphere, and they could just say it that way, but you got to get specific, otherwise people sue your ass.
It's
Could be, yeah.
Well, it's a whole bunch of unneeded complication. I mean, the way that this thing is rigged up, it's like they physically have these mechs in real life and they have to ship them to you. But I wish, like in fucking reality, like they're fucking digital things and they're held behind fucking digital walls, and all they have to do is fucking push some buttons and shit gets injected. So there really shouldn't be a combination of it, like because well, guys, we're fucking balls deep in Mistlinks. Throw the sale on the Mistlinks pack. We need to clear out the warehouse. It's like it makes sense if they had real life mechs.
Yeah. I think there's at least an argument. I'm not an expert on this, but this is their online store page, and so anything you put here about money and rewards and stuff is something that can be used against them. So to some degree, you do need to write all the details out somewhere so that, there's no people suing your ass. Nobody can say they were misled. The problem is this is just all the small print and just cutting straight to the chase.
Yeah. Well, okay, so my issue with the whole lawsuit thing is you're assuming Harmony Gold plays the game.
Oh, we could go down a deep hole. Maybe one other live stream. I will go deep into a rant on Harmony Gold and tear him a new one. I could go deep.
I'm sorry, it was too good of a joke to walk away from that one.
Timed.
And actually, Snugs, I was going to say, if you're going to go ahead and buy an actual real mech, then maybe one day we'll have to go ahead and buy the Karatas from Japan.
Oh yes.
For the giant mech battle of Karatas versus the American one, or whatever it's called, I forget.
Yeah, the American one is very unimpressive.
No, it's not. The giant eagle shoulder. It's not doing it.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at its weapons and I'm like, this is very un-American.
But it has paint bullets and bullshit that's never gonna work right.
It needs to. It just needs a fucking. It needs a bulldozer fucking scoop, and it just needs to grab the Japanese mech and then just fucking punch it in the face to death. That's the American way.
So you're saying aggro mech?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
This is not Dark Age, damn it.
This is totally Dark Age now.
That was my little test to see if Old Bob was back in the stream yet.
This is now a Dark Age stream. No.
This is digression the stream.
This is digression the stream. So let's just move on. Let's just go right to the ultimate reward. Who's going to be getting this damn thing?
Obviously my ass, because I'm a fucking whore. That's why. Yeah, the back. I got so fucking excited when I heard the back.
It's so sad because I'm not going to get that, and I want them.
Okay,
I'm not gonna do it either.
To explain to our listeners, the ultimate reward is if you got both top tier rewards for Clan and Inner Sphere. And as we said, like each of these is still quite a heck of money. So you'll spend a lot of money to get the ultimate reward. Though the way they phrase it, at least, it is mostly it's cosmetics. They aren't giving you a super unique special mech for this. They aren't, putting something super special at the very top. But yeah, there is a Warhorn, Scottish bagpipes.
Well, I don't think they should put a mech for the top one. And somebody who's getting the top tier is because you would just immediately become fucking pay to win, and there's no arguing against that.
Yeah.
It's like say they threw in a fucking Arctic Cheetah. Like if the game never had Arctic Cheetahs and their ultimate loyalty reward was an Arctic Cheetah, they'd be so fucking pay to win.
And now we're reintroducing the original Kodiak. Here you go.
The original, the unnerfed Kodiak.
Or flash over to or worst case scenario, ultimate reward, you get a mech and it turns out to be something on the levels of the Shitaro. You know how much fucking rage and salt and just weaponized fucking internet autism would come out of that?
Well, I remember when they did the Mad Dog thing for the 2 clan collections, and I had at the time bought the second one, but didn't want to spend $300 to get the Masakari collection. Yeah, have every Wave 1 mech. I was not happy.
It sounds like TRS is actually reading our chat window from Spectre 189 here, saying the same thing.
Really,
Spectre is ahead of the game here.
Spectre, man, damn.
He's on it.
No,
I considering we have like that delay in the stream, so he's like fucking reading minds and doing some.
He's already
astral
on that
projection
shit.
Yeah.
He's actually bugged all of our computers. I'm a little worried about him.
He's bugged my brain. He knows what we're gonna be saying.
Yeah, but at least the Mad Dog sort of delivered.
It was a great mech. Sorry.
It was great until Wave 3 came out, and then the Avon Jaguar was like, "Oh, that's cute. Go ahead and have a seat there."
Isn't that about how that worked in reality anyway? Goldenborn shows up and it's like, nah, okay.
All right.
Yeah. It's like, LOL, Mad Dog. Go to the third line.
I still enjoy my Mad Dog though. I still enjoy it.
I still don't have it. I refused to buy it once after that happened. I wasn't. Oh yeah. I was not going to spend money on it, and then I got a little stubborn about that one. I won't lie.
On principle?
Yeah.
How about the hero one then?
Don't.
Because that's just a one and done.
See, I thought about it, but if I was going to buy a hero, I was looking at Vlad's or a couple of the ones that I would buy for lore purposes, not for right.
Oh God, you're going to RP on us?
No, just it's like I bought the Grinner because that was it's a cool mech in the game, and it was a cool mech. The story of the mech is really cool, and it was something I connected with in the other side of Mech Warrior BattleTech.
So when you bought that, was it when you bought that, was it because Bob also disconnected and his spirit was channeled through you?
Well, I don't even know I don't even know how to respond to that. Probably, I mean, really. Let's be honest. No, I grew up. A lot of my interaction with BattleTech wasn't the board game. I was a Warhammer tabletop kid. Mm-hmm. It was the novels and the source books, but really just the novels. So lots of my connection comes through stuff like that, where I look at Adian Pride's Timberwolf and go, cool, right? That kind of thing.
Yeah. The Warhammer fluff is fucking a masterpiece. It's so incredibly dense in content, and it'll be an entire stream on itself if we just start talking about Warhammer lore.
Oh yeah.
We are currently quite digressed.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move back to the actual mechs themselves.
There's a few last things just to cover.
Oh, go ahead.
The fucking Victor looks amazing.
Fucking Victor. Anyway, Biter, go ahead.
Let me just cover the last things at least.
Yes.
Yeah, so all the details are available on the site. You can check what ones you have qualified for, as well as looking for. They have a list of all your purchases, so you can go and see when you actually bought the packs, whether they were within the given date, etc.
Where is it?
As a last, it's on the first page, like where it says, "Oh, are you eligible or not?" That big, huge legalese document. There's a link somewhere there, I think. And a very last incidental note, at least, if people gift you mechs, and they actually can help you qualify. So,
really?
if, for example, old Bob never bought a damn thing, we gifted him the Roughneck. That means he gets the Innisphere Awards.
Yeah.
And that's all. So, otherwise, let's talk about these unique mechs that they're giving away.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually go to the page now and take a look at these guys. Where's it at? So, which one's the first one? The Kit Fox?
Irby is...
Irby, yes. Irby is real, yes. There we go.
Yes, okay. So, to start off, I'll say, we have finally got the Missile Irby. The maximum Lerm Irby is now the dream I've been having for years can become a reality.
Well, more importantly, it's also not going to break the golden LRM rules
Oh, yeah, sorry, guy.
of fucking putting LRMs on an assault mech, which there's few things in the game that just absolutely just make me go into a fucking fit of rage.
And I just can't wait till we play some games together, Snuggles.
Oh god.
Hey, I was with the 502nd. We played against each other more than once, and LRMs were a thing, and it wasn't very good.
Going full cancer can actually
was
be very
trying.
effective.
But two
It-
missile
it's just fun
hardpoints.
now.
How
If
many
it's done
learn?
properly, you take none of your LRM bolts are over 55 tons. That way, the enemy's like, "Oh, they got LRM bolts, just charge them," and
Yeah.
then they meet your entire assault line.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Snugs. Now here's the thing: is that you know that you're getting this urban mech. How many of your fans are going to be like, "Hey, Snugs, we go ahead and do the Lerm Urby"? You know.
Oh, well, that's not a problem
wait.
because I can't believe I'm saying this in a sentence, but the urban mech has the speed to keep up with the battle line. Right. So the biggest thing with the LRM assault boats, like, guys, get the light mechs off me. Like you're in a 95-ton mech. What are you doing 300 meters away from the front line? And they're just
Yeah.
like, well, my LRMs. And you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then you look around and you realize the heaviest thing on your front line are the 75-ton heavy mechs. And meanwhile, they're fucking rushing in with like meta Kodiaks because the enemy team is always fucking meta for some reason. My team always seems to have the potatoes.
Yeah.
Salt,
know.
salt,
To-
salt, salt, salt,
Yep.
Pour salt in the
To
wound.
return to the Irby, though, I mean,
Yes.
all of them thankfully have universal, the same durability quirks, which before meant what certain Irbies were a lot tougher than others. So we can hope and at least imagine that this Irby in particular is going to be just as tough as the others, which is really darn tough. We of course have a usual staple from PGI, which is deceptive images. This Irby is shown with
Oh,
a UAC
yes.
5, which is apparently modelling its MRM 30 in that right arm.
I was really looking forward to see how they were going to do that because that's going to be huge.
It's interesting.
Big-ass launcher.
I'm quite interested because at least if they're going to have an MRM 30 to start with, it implies they'll be updating the Urban Mech for all the new tech with this update.
To call back to one of my earlier complaints about the new tech not showing on all the mechs, and some of the guys here kind of gave me a bit of a hard time about that. Like, don't worry about it. But I'm glad they're being as
Diligent?
as I'm glad they're doing it as much as they are. I was worried that it would be like 2 months later and then we'll do another bunch, and then 2 months after that we'll do a bunch. They're doing, as they release stuff, they're updating the designs, and I think that's good because in my mind it still wasn't very acceptable that you would put new tech on an old mech and it wouldn't show up. It's like, come on, guys, it's the whole point of putting cool new stuff on it.
Yeah, it's
You
getting
can't
there.
look at it and enjoy it.
Yeah. So as it is, again, it's a unique Irby. Irbies are popular with the fan base. It looks like a dirty trash can. Hopefully an MRM 30 will be modeled as a UAC 5.
Yes.
It will be really hard and tanky. And it's basically a hero mech on a discount, and it's something really cool and interesting. I really like this.
And you have
are we
jump
getting in-
jets.
Are we getting into the builds yet? Because I'm going to tell you what I want to do with it.
Yeah, what do you
go
want to do
ahead,
with Matt? Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to fucking shoehorn in an MRM 80 on that bitch with some small lasers.
Oh,
You're like-
man.
Hey
Can you
guys,
fit-
you like to party? Do you like to party?
Is there enough
Man.
space for MRM 80? That's quite big.
Or you can fit a MERM 30 in the right arm. That's what comes standard.
Oh wait, all that shit's in one. Oh, the
It's-
2 missile hard points are in the.
They're in
It's
the
the
arm.
arm.
It won't
There's
work.
Oh
only
yeah,
an-
man. This is
No.
it's arm hard,
No,
so
no.
you could probably put a MERM 30.
You could
maybe
do
like
60 probably.
1 second to Smurfies.
Smurfy.
Yes.
2 Smurfies.
I mean, I've played this game for a long time, but I still can't picture in my head how many slots exactly are in a mech's arm until I'm in there looking at it.
Yeah,
Going,
same.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
The way
that's
to
how
think
that
of it
works.
is without the lower arm actuator, it's what? You can fit it in AC-20.
AC-20
which-
and 2
like
Ultra
10.
5s.
Well, but then
That's
you look
still
at the
impressive.
Enforcer, which has lower arm actuator, and you put an AC-20 in it. Yes, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah, there's
Throws
also
mass right
sometimes
out the window.
there's sometimes lower arm actuators or hands and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
damn.
weird.
No,
Oh,
we're looking at an MRM 60. It's a
Yep.
40.
Still, it's not too bad.
Or
You do a
there's
40 and a
the,
30? Which
no, it's a
bad.
40 and a 20.
Oh, okay.
Or dual 30s.
Hmm.
This makes me
Ah.
sad now.
A little bit.
I'm gonna have to reevaluate my life.
On the
Just
upside,
pop-
you can put 2 LRM-20s in it.
And jump jets. So jump jetting and learn.
Yeah, I can meta LRM. I'm gonna pop
There you
tart
go.
with my LRM.
with the learn meta.
Damn!
With the learn meta. Bring that shit in.
You guys heard PPC Goss? No one's ever heard of pop tarting.
Learn
LRMs.
metas. For the Urban
Well-
Mech is now the ultimate.
Everyone knows what's the new meta is going to be with this thing. Obviously, it's going to be Streak 12 with 3 small pulse lasers, the ultimate anti-light.
With IS streaks, yes.
Yes.
A fucking waste of tonnage.
You know people are gonna do it.
Those
shouldn't-
streaks aren't actually that. They're kind of scary because they got the same cooldown as normal.
You shouldn't.
SRMs.
You shouldn't say the such things when I'm drinking.
Oh, I was drinking
Oh,
last
no.
live stream, and I drank too much, and today I'm doing coffee. I'm getting all high strung.
Oh, and I almost fucking put Sunkiss vapors all over my keyboard and monitor.
Dude, last live stream, I basically blacked out afterwards. But that's beyond the point. Anyway,
Let's move on to the next reward for the Inner Sphere. If you
Woo,
buy any
Griffin.
pack, you get the Griffin 5M, which has the usual. It has 2 energy in the left torso, or in its right torso has 2 missile, so kind of typical things you have on a Griffin, but 4 ballistic in the right arm.
this thing
I'm
looks
gonna-
freaking pretty. Okay, that's all I
I'm
gotta
gonna
say.
say something that I want this mech to have machine gun rate of fire quirks.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
We won't know
It's
until
gonna
we
have
actually pop it out, though.
the angry fist of 4 heavy machine guns, and then I think I can fit 2 large pulse on it.
Well, since machine guns are so
Yeah.
freaking popular now, like I could see it happening.
Well, they're going to nerf them pretty soon, though.
And then
Well,
a
just
couple of
the
rocket
light
launchers
machine
for
guns.
oomph.
The light
Yeah,
machine
yeah.
guns probably should get a nerf, but no one's
No.
using.
Well, they're going to
them
nerf
so
everything,
much.
though.
My mislinks, no.
I was my arms
Oh,
went off.
you know damn well 8 of light machine guns is fucking crazy overpowered,
love it.
especially like
It's got
5
a
Even
real
6
meter
on
range.
Carolyn works out pretty well.
Yeah, having 4 ballistics in this arm is really nice. It does open up the machine gun opportunities. It's not like the damn Inner Sphere heavy heroes they released with just 1 ballistics or so. Which
Oh yeah,
is
one one ballistic and 40% machine gun rate of fire. Oh boy, fucking sign me up.
Why? Oh.
I don't imagine this mech will necessarily be really overpowered, but it is at least a really interesting build. Who knows?
It'll be more for the more for the people that just play for the love of the game.
Yes. And
But
who doesn't dislike machine guns? Just being a Griffin machine gunning people down, like
I might just have fun putting Merm on this thing.
Merm.
Mm-hmm.
You do MRM and machine gun and
Yeah.
give the other side to the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Merm.
I have a Mauler with heavy machine guns and MRM-40s, and it's pretty mean.
Yeah.
And
Derpy
what's
as
nice
hell,
is-
but
What's nice, it's in the torsos as well, the 2 energy and the 2 missile slots. So it's actually
Yeah.
works out pretty
Yeah,
well.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
torso slotted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully they're in the similar spot that the Sparky is in, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
has some pretty good placement for
Oh
those.
yeah. The
If you can put a big enough engine and then actually pop tart this thing, would be pretty nice.
talk
Yeah.
about an underrated mech, the Sparky. That thing is awesome.
I've been using
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing all day today because I finally found out that what the actually I have it up right now. What the I have snub PPCs in this thing. This thing's a freaking brawler beast. I just get it's
Interesting.
just because I have snub nose PPC nips in this thing. It just tears through
Oh.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
touch. It's just hot nipple action of this thing. It's just amazing. But,
Yeah. I think
Were you able
one
to do
thing.
that on a light engine or an XL?
a light.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like I've been using it for the past 2 hours. It does really well. Video
Yeah.
coming soon. Anyway,
One thing to additionally mention, I forgot to mention, is at least like with the last batch of loyalty rewards, they will all eventually be available for C bills. So even if you
Yes.
are free to play, all of these mechs will be available to you very far down the line sadly.
Why do they have the ECM in the left arm?
All right, yeah, let's
Well,
go on
we-
to the
we-
Kit Fox.
Oh, Kit
Oh,
Fox, yeah,
Kit
Kit
Fox.
Fox action, man. Kit Fox
Oh,
action.
well, yeah, true. Same as the other ones, I guess.
It
Well,
is.
it
That is the
makes a
same.
lot
I
of
was trying to
sense.
picture it. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense to have it in the left arm because with the right arm, if you're running the ECM variant and with the way that the fucking missile or the LRM again has been recently, like it just takes up too much space for the triple AMS.
Yeah,
So
we're doing
also
pretty
too,
good with that thing, though.
and also this is a random thing too, is that I was talking in chat to someone recently. This might be the only mech that I know, for whatever reason you would want to do it, run 2 ECM.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. There's a
It's-
left
I
arm
mean-
and a right arm that you can fit ECM in.
Yeah,
Now,
and it's the
what
only
will
one
that
that I
do?
know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it would do. I kind of want to see and find out. But apparently, this is the only mech that I know that you can swap omnipods and have technically 2 ECM.
yes.
Maybe when this mech comes out, they're going to be unveiling Clan Light ECM
Maybe.
or Clan
Yeah,
Heavy
clarify
ECM.
one.
As it stands,
me.
it's it will be interesting because at least there's a funny quirk. At least, like if you try and put in a command console in a sphere mech, you can't fit a targeting computer, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a limit to, like, there's a limit of one ECM.
Maybe.
If there isn't, however, then well, does the effect stack? The ECM reduces the range they can detect you by like 22.5%, and then you use the skill nodes to increase that percentage. So if you have 2 of them, doesn't that add up to 45%?
No,
And
I-
then you add the 50.
I don't think it would add like that. What I think
Yeah.
if they do allow you to equip it, realistically, what has happened if somebody comes in range and has an active probe, it would just cancel one of your ECM, and then the
Yeah,
other one would
there's,
still be active.
One way or another, if you can equip both, you've got redundancy.
Yes.
Someone was saying that it was clarified that you can only carry one ECM, like the one targeting computer. Oh, it's Brios. Dude, I apologize. I can't pronounce anyone's name, so
Oh, shit. It's
I
brilliant.
watch your videos and I enjoy your videos and it's awesome, but I can't pronounce your name to save my life.
Yeah, I imagine that was very likely to be the case. You could only equip one because doing the double thing is it would be a really interesting gimmick. Don't get me wrong. I would actually really like if that you could do 2.
Some just call
howdy.
it a dick.
Solid.
The
Anyway.
other thing though is not. I mean, it's only ECM in the left arm, so
Nothing
you are
much
actually
else.
like it. There's you're kind of limited in some ways with the Kit Fox of what you can do.
Yeah, it's like
But the
missiles.
other thing this really gives is, of course, missile side torsos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, are those high mounted? Do
Oh,
you know
yeah.
or what?
Yeah, high mounts,
Should
best
be.
mounts.
Yeah, I just want my like cute fox, like fox ears with full missile pods.
Oh, yeah.
I can do
Yeah.
6 SRM4s now on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It goes slow, but I mean, it's still it could be a lot of fun.
I know Stuff doesn't like it, but I used to run 4 LRM5s on one of mine.
I had when they first came out, I had a non-ECM one with 3 machine guns, 3 SRM6s, and that thing was awesome. It just killed shit. It just killed everything. And I haven't played with it with heavy machine guns and stuff now, but
Yeah, releasing stuff for the old Omnimex is always a little difficult because it changes the balance of all the mechs.
Oh yeah.
Unlike battle mechs, so they have to be quite careful. And that
This
was
could
the
be one
issue,
of
at
them.
least when we mentioned previous podcasts with the heroes. There are unique hard points to them, because you have to have them a selling point. But if you have unique hard points, it might be a pay-to-win situation where free-to-play players have no chance to catch up.
Let me know. Sorry.
hello.
Yeah, but this one
Welcome.
at least is available for C-bills eventually, so they can actually get away with putting really cool hard
Yeah.
points in an Omni-Mech.
And I'm glad they did get some different. It kind of. I don't like that we were shoehorned into with Kit Fox as well. I have to take this right arm hard point if I want ECM, and otherwise, and I sacrifice my 2 awesome missile, because I think that's the other one. It's 2 missiles on the right side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a missile and a machine gun. Either way,
Something like
But-
that.
yeah. You can now do a cool a couple of SRMs and a AC2
Is it being forced
sniper build for troll.
being forced to take the best in slot omnipods? Oh, you guys should talk to Hellbringer pilots or Shadow pilots.
Oh, the Hellbringer ones are the worst.
It's like, oh, I hope you like the left torso.
All right, so anyway, I think moving on is that I know in the chat there's been a lot of talk about the linebacker. This has been
Yeah.
this is something.
Yeah.
Backer.
The top
Yeah.
tier reward for the clans, so you have to pay a bit of muns for this, is the linebacker. And I think, yes, the unique thing is 3 jump jets in each side torso.
Yeah.
It's fast
and it's
and can jump at the same
if
time.
I remember correctly, I think it also
Okay,
has a
jump
unique
good.
center torso.
It's 6
Yeah,
jump
one
jets.
energy. Yeah, in the center torso.
Do
Yeah.
any of the other linebackers have that?
I
don't think
they
so.
I don't think
do.
so.
So you're just going sheer laser bomb, and I mean, just coming out of the box, it's pretty damn good.
It'd be a nice
Heavy
zombie
larges already.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
It's interesting. It's a fast mech, and it being given jump jet capability is really going to add to its possibility
Yeah.
for movement. The issue is, I think, at a 65 tonner, each of those jump jets are 1 ton. So
Yeah.
to go max jump jet is 6 tons on a mech with limited pod space already.
Well, you
Fair
don't need to
point.
run both of them. You can just run
Yeah.
one of them.
There's also, at least in terms of personal preference, there's a lot of quirks with the linebacker to make up for the fact it's got such a huge freaking engine. And at least for me, I quite value the durability quirks on the side torsos. And given how powerful jump jets are usually valued by the game, I imagine those sides are going to be squishier than other side torso hardpoints.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what they'll do about the center torso, because at least there is 1 slot there. So you could put a large laser, I guess, but
And like,
they
yeah,
might
in the
reduce the
nose.
center torso bonus as well. Who knows? They sometimes do stuff like that.
Well, that's
Okay,
just
so-
depressing.
Max armor with each one of those jump jets weighing 1 ton. In Smurfy's, that gives you 10.5 tons of pod space.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, that's still a bunch of
Right.
medium lasers or something.
One of the good things, though, is with all 6 jump jets, you are one of the jumpier heavies. I think you go probably
Yes.
like 50 meters in the air or whatever the measurement is.
That's something. Yeah.
Well-
You're fast as hell. You run as a medium.
Well,
for
shit,
being a
that's
heavy.
Could be cool.
that's five medium pulse lasers
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
107 kph with jump jets
with a vertical movement. That's,
Yeah.
that's
And-
scary.
on a mech that sits low to the ground.
Yeah. They just need to
And,
give
and
you
could
the
turn on
Emperor
a
next.
dime.
Are there any? I guess no. You wouldn't even need to change the hardpoints. I wonder if that, like your arm hard. I don't know linebackers too well. I only have the one they gave me, so I don't know the hardpoint layouts of the different omnipods. But
Mhm.
is there any like more energy in the arm omnipods?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can get up to 9 energy hard points on a linebacker.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's me stupid.
And that's all fittable with that and small lasers. Ew.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
this,
if you have to with micro lasers too.
yeah, I mean, this thing,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
thing could move in close and just tear shit up. If
Yeah.
if it gets loose.
Yeah, I got jumped on by Cuddles once. It was odd.
I mean, just like with the Kid Fox, because it's something that's coming out for C-Bills, they can do some really interesting hardpoints and omnipods for these mechs. And yeah, particularly since you have to put so much money into it, I am glad they are actually giving something so quirky and interesting, even if I'm not totally sure if I want to run around with just 10 tons of weapons on a heavy.
Yeah.
Possibly.
All I know is like I'm glad
Well,
I'm
that's-
glad I'm getting one.
That's a very misleading statement. You're not going to be running around. You're going to be fucking sprinting around with 10 tons.
Yeah.
I'm going to be flying around like a ballerina, a giant fat ballerina.
How many slots is a PPC for the clan? 2, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, center torso.
Center torso PPC, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and those are the first. Like they also have energy on each side torso, and I think it mounts high first. So I'd imagine those are nice peaking ones as well, still with the jump jets.
Aw, peaking
I might have to
PPCs in a
just spend
linebacker.
some money to get this.
It's gonna be good when it comes out.
Yeah, it's going to have a lot of flying linebackers around. It'll
Yeah,
be fun.
you'll see a lot of these, and it's gonna get real old real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Oh,
Mist
like the-
Lake.
Just like
Like
the
the-
last time they gave out a linebacker.
But
Yeah,
if you
you
get
got
large
one
enough
on
group,
this
I want to see mass linebacker and quick draws with max jump jet. Just
Quick draws.
jumping around. Well, the quick draw is one of the best jump jet heavies in the game, of course. So
Yeah.
you can go 70 meters.
I haven't
With
seen
the
one of
best
those
one.
forever.
Oh, wait, quick draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You see them from time to time, or at least I do.
It's not
They're,
often, though.
they're a rare beast.
Yeah. All right, so I think moving on here, what else we got? Then we got the Victor.
Oh, I'm fucking super hyped for that one.
This
Hype.
looks cool.
The hype
Not
is
a
real.
Assault pilot.
Not everyone is a big fan of the Victors, but after the skill tree, their durability quirks, which are now armor, are getting extra buffs to it when you max in survival. And at least to get to the point, this Victor has like 3 ballistic hard points, 2 in each of its side torsos.
So many ballistics.
1 in each side torso, so to speak. Yeah.
The biggest thing for the Victor that's helped it out is that light fusion engine. Otherwise, it's like you're married to that XL, and it was just a fucking death sentence.
Yeah. So
it is the weirdest mech to drive. Sorry, Biter. But I was just saying it's the weirdest mech to drive because I drive heavies mostly, and it drives like a heavy. But then you stand and take a fight like you're in an assault because you got that much armor, and it's a weird feeling the first time. The first few times you're in a brawl, like that should kill me. I'm dead.
I'm glad that they are doing something nice for the Victor because as it stands, most of them have basically the same hard points, and they are basically all like giant centurions. A ballistic in the arm, energy somewhere else, and missiles in the side torso.
Hold on a sec. You say it like it's a bad thing.
No, that's a brilliant thing.
Well, it means there isn't that much variance between all the different chassis, other than like low arm actuator or an extra missile hardpoint here or there. But this one is truly different. You can do things the others have no chance of doing. Like if you want to be silly, you go double heavy Gorse. That's not possible at all. No heavy Gorse or really big guns on the other Victors at all.
What do you think the quirks will be for this?
A lot of armor, like standard.
Just like
with a light fusion, you can throw in dual Ultra 20s.
Ooh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, we can't see that with a medium. With the Hunchback 2C.
True, you can do that with a Hunchback 2C. It can't jump though, can it? Yeah, it can.
Yeah, it can jump.
Jump jets.
Oh no!
The Victors might
just be better. It's faster too.
Yeah.
The Victors have I think they're 2-ton jump jets, aren't they? But you can.
And 3 energy in the arm's not bad either. There's some possibilities of, like, I had a 3 large laser Victor with an AC-10.
Yeah, there's still a missile and 3 energy, so you're not stuck just with ballistic builds.
I'll say that's a triple large pulse and an AC-10, or like a light Gauss and just have it generate no heat.
I was gonna say because because in the chat, Spectre was just commenting on this thing could run stupidly hot if you're not careful.
Yeah,
it will.
I'm kind of curious. I want to do something stupid like a dual heavy Gorse with max jump jet, so I jump up 24 meters in the air and snipe people.
And then lose your legs.
Because, yes.
Say goodbye to your leg armor, man.
Yes.
Well, that seems, again, we'll go back to lore. That's pretty much what happens with Victors. Their legs break.
Yeah.
80 tons or 80 plus tons of flying mech is not good on actuators.
No.
Also, another great thing with this particular mech is it has the ballistic arm has just an upper arm actuator.
Yeah.
Meaning you can fit AC-20 in there. Yeah.
Will be a really good torso turn.
Wait, shit!
Leave your left arm.
Didn't even occur to me till just now. This is a fucking really big Ilia.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, it is.
It's the Cataphract Hero where you can mount like 3 ballistics usually. Like people do triple LVX-10.
And that's such a fun mech to drive. Oh man!
And it's the same kind of thing. A big giant blob of armor waddling about. Well, this one could waddle about and fly.
And might end up quicker than the Ilia.
Oh god. Somebody in chat is like, this thing's gonna have machine gun rate of fire quirks.
Just to piss off the community, be like, get all these ballistics, have machine guns.
Or just something like minus 5% missile heat. Thanks.
Oh yeah, something stupid like that, like horrible negative quirk.
They've been doing negative. Actually, I've purchased. They've had some really crappy quirks like the Warhammer. Stuff
I don't know why they do that. Like, they'll have a mech that has like 1 or 2 machine guns, like, or ballistic hard points, and they give it fucking machine gun rate of fire quirks. They're like, oh, it's 20%. And it's like,
thanks.
You're not gonna ever really bother with that.
Yeah, I have 2 machine guns fucking operating at 120%.
So now my pea shooters can go so much faster now.
Yeah.
It's not worth the FaceTime, which is too ballistic.
Yeah.
It's like my 2.4 machine guns and I are gonna go rip some shit up.
So just make sure you have more than one with you.
Yeah.
Double team it.
Oh my.
And lastly, at least for me with the Victor, it looks not too bad with the paint scheme.
Yeah, it is fancy looking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like the Kit Fox is like a little ghillie, and the linebackers, I'm grey like all the other linebackers.
Yeah, every linebacker looks the same.
Ooh, but it's guys, the Victor, it's just all about peace, man. It has the flower on its chest. It's like flower power, man.
It's the Firebird of Death, man.
No,
That's what I call it.
Yeah,
it's a sunflower.
It is.
And then
Weird.
your mech is just a giant butt plug.
Well, as is tradition.
Now it looks the part.
Standard.
It looks like a dirty bin.
Oh my.
It looks like it's through mud, basically, for the Irving.
Yeah.
But but its legs have lava.
Yeah,
Why?
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's because it burns when it PPCs.
Ah,
It's hard to work that joke in context. It really is.
I made a shirt for that. It hurts when it burns when I PPC.
Hey, I wonder if you can put the butt plug in the center of the flower on that Victor.
And on
Well,
that
lots of
note, do you think, guys, we should wrap up?
Oh, turn in for the evening, as it were.
Yes.
Yes.
Who
Do we
wants
have
to
any-
wrap it up?
Was there any? Well, I just
I
to
don't wrap
was
it
there
up.
any
Any
other
final
news or anything that came out that
Any
we
other
need to talk about?
news?
I think there's one point that Bonnie is very keen about, at least, is these rewards are launching at the same time as the Thanatos, November 14th.
Mhm.
So, and
Oh.
that is close to his birthday. So he's looking really forward to the Thanatos and a lot of these mechs. So he is quite happy about that, and so unfortunately he wasn't able to come here.
Oh,
in
okay.
time
That
today.
that actually sheds a lot of.
Well, do we have any questions
Because
from the audience, actually?
Yeah,
The,
that's
Yeah, I'll do
the
that.
Fanny's gonna change the game.
That'd be nice.
75-ton Intersphere mech that all variants have ECM, like
Mhm.
every single one of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
all these new variants are going to go up against a new Thanatos-y world.
Yeah,
never thought of it that way.
And
Not sure if that's good.
well, the Fanny's definitely gonna help out with the Intersphere and faction warfare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the dream of the Alarm Irby may have to wait, because there's just going to be so much ECM with the Kit Foxes and Thanatoses
It's gonna be
in force.
ECM meta.
So
Yes.
Okay, so just small derailment onto faction warfare. The clans are set up more for range. The Intersphere is more set up for close range and brawl. But all of the fucking pugs on the Intersphere side, I don't know why, but they
Get
keep
range.
trying to range exchange with the clans and get fucking steamrolled.
Yep.
I'm trying
to do what they do to win.
It's like no, you gotta just walk up to them and just bop them on the nose, and that's how you take care of the clan max, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
get in close, make them overheat because they can't fire fast enough to kill you fast enough.
Yeah, and their heat management is kind of.
yeah. So and enter the Thanatos with ECM, so it gives your potato players a level of spud protection. And it's like,
Counterplay.
yeah, it's like nobody don't exchange with the fucking laser vomit on the clan side. You're not going to win.
I see that happen so many times when I play faction warfare.
It's like, oh, that's bullshit. How can they hit? And I was like, they're clans. It's what they do.
Yeah, they have
It's
freaking
what
range.
they've done since day one.
Yeah, ever since they injected them, it hasn't changed. Why are you still complaining?
I still haven't figured it out yet. Oh no, I lost again.
It's taken you how many years? Jeez.
Yeah. And then they're like, how come the clans are... so the clans are the only ones that can actually effectively LRM in faction warfare. I don't know why the IS keeps bringing LRM builds to faction warfare. It just...
Yeah,
so much
almost
shit on
every
the
clan
clan
mech
side.
has ECM.
Part of
Yeah.
the problem is that some of the few LRM or ECM heavies that we have are LRM, like the Archer, right? It's like we need ECM cover, so I might as well. And then people don't want to make it a frontline mech because it's kind of squishy. It's an Archer, It's not
Yeah.
the greatest brawler mech.
Yeah,
as much as
most-
we'd love it to be.
Yeah, most IS ECM mechs are on the lighter side.
And support
Because they have a lot more tonnage, it's
Okay,
all
well, for
about
the-
big pushes.
Well, for the same tonnage, though, we do get the cataphracts. The only problem is,
Yeah.
it's a
sucks.
cataphrax, and everything's it shoots
It's
from
only
its
one,
toes.
only one cataphract, of course, whereas the
It does-
Thanatos has so many different variants
Yes,
that
And
could
it's
find
70
something cool.
It's 75 tons. Everything else is like mounted high. It's gonna fucking change everything, man.
We have to wait and see how those Innisphere pilots that we were just praising just a moment ago will take the Thanatos and make
Put
it
Lerm.
the
An
truly
LRM
brilliant
mode.
mech of your
Yeah.
dreams.
Which one could hold Lerm? Let me check. Which one has the most missile hard points?
It's gonna be the hero mech with its 5 missile hard points in the right
Oh
arm.
shit! Yeah, it's gonna be that thing, or it could be the 5T with the 4 missile hard points, 2 in each arm.
Yeah. They're like, it has ECM, I can LRM. It's like, well, congratulations. Every single mech on the enemy team has ECM.
But Snogs, it has ECM. You'll never know where it's shooting from.
Follow the missiles back to the enemy.
No, you've seen through my plan.
Sad.
It's like what the best in slot light mech for the clans has ECM. The second best has ECM. The third best has ECM. The best in slot medium has ECM. The second best in slot medium has ECM. The fucking heavy mechs, like, okay, thank God we don't have a fucking Timberwolf with ECM. Why we have the Hellbringer?
Terrifying.
Hellbringer ECM.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's the assaults, like a Marauder 2C with ECM, like a fucking GG. Like
Now that
I've
we've
seen
given our
420s
yeah.
on that thing.
now that we've given the audience full cancer, we're gonna need some serious chemo now.
Also, as an incidental note on November, it's the Thanatos, the rewards, and the new Tourmaline style map. by the
Yes,
way.
I want to see that, the new map, the new smaller Tourmaline.
well,
Deviant says the Arctic Wolf with 9 LRM5s.
oh, I forgot about the future tech.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Was it so? What
I-
was it?
I-
Canyon Network or Tourmaline was the
Tourmaline.
first map in the game?
Oh, first map. The very first map
Yeah,
was Forest Colony, and then we got Canyon, I think? Question mark? Big.
I remember
question mark?
Canyon being early.
it's like I started playing on
Yeah.
the ass end of closed beta. Like I started playing when they were still only single heat sinks.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
So I don't quite remember like the very inception of the game, but I just remember that Tourmaline has been with us since the beginning, basically.
Yeah.
at one point we had, I think it was Old Forest Colony, Canyon, and River City.
Yeah.
Old River City. And then Tourmaline. I think Tourmaline was the fourth one, but I wouldn't necessarily quote me on that because that was actually a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Well, when did River City come out though?
Geez, see, this is the thing. You're getting me. It was. I'm sure River City was the third or fourth map, so they might have been switched, like Tourmaline and then River City. Someone who has a better, less vacant memory than me can probably.
Yeah.
They do maps though, man.
Yeah,
Big time.
yeah, Spectre. There was a time before double heat sinks, and it was fucking glorious.
Just
Yeah,
blow
that was
back
also
both
the
them
time
all.
when Streak 2s only hit the torso. So
Yeah,
Not
it
the
was.
spread.
It was fucking glorious. You just get close, and after like an alpha, you just sit there and stare at each other for a bit,
And with knockdown.
Until someone just kills himself.
and then a random dragon out of nowhere comes in and knocks you over.
You can't get out.
Oh, man.
Oh, the glory days.
Oh, that was before the
And then
the-
you had to pay for your repairs,
yeah that too.
which I think they should do. I really think, at least like faction player, they should have some reference to that. 'cause
Oh
you
no,
know
no,
that-
no,
I
no, no.
love
That's,
that.
that is the
Well,
exact opposite of what we
Here's
want to
the-
do. 'cause,
Lore.
like,
Well, no,
If we're-
my justification on that is if you put some value to saving your mech and saving your armor and saving your ammo, then people may be less inclined to Leroy like a moron.
Well,
And then I always have to pay attention.
Okay, well let's flash over to the current state of the game where no one fucking pushes, even in group queue,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you have to
everyone's
basically
just
lose
pushes.
your shit.
Yeah, no, that's a very good.
I'm
point.
always the first one to push with a freaking light mech. Let's go, guys! And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so
thanks,
you guys,
man.
let's go. All of our assaults are here. We're all within 100 meters of each
Like
other. Let's go. Like
City.
3 mechs. 3 mechs
But-
walk forward. Everyone else stays back.
But anyway, guys, I think we've been going on pretty long here. We've been going on for about like an hour, 10 minutes, so I think we might want to end it real soon.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wait, we have a time limit.
Not
Yeah,
really,
it's probably about an
Yeah.
hour around
Yeah.
there.
It's nice to at least be concise with the topic for this.
Exactly. So, but next week we can rant more about bullshit. But
I'm
anyway,
personally an advocate of just talk until we have nothing to talk about, as long as people want to listen. But you know,
So how's the weather going, man?
yeah, so it's going good, Bob.
I can see the sky now, so I'm happy.
Oh yes,
A little
that's right.
smoky here.
I'm so glad it's not at like 190 degrees in Jacksonville right now.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, Bob. The air quality here was mesquite.
Oh, God.
Mesquite barbecue flavor.
Yeah,
You've got Dom in the
fucking
foothills.
fires. We're surrounded by like 6
Yeah.
major fires.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know the fire that happened like 2 years ago, the big one over by Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one at my house almost. I moved a week before, and basically my house, the first, yeah, in 4 days.
4
my house-
days.
yeah, in 4 days I moved from my old house, which the fire got right up to the point. I mean, right up to the deck. My new house, which is the next city away, it got to like maybe about half a mile. It was following me throughout the whole thing, dude. That sucked. I thought I was gonna lose everything,
Damn.
dude. I was so scared.
This is now a fire stream, by the way.
We had
Fire
a
stream.
in Alberta. I live in Canada. For those who haven't figured that out, in the next province over.
You live in Alberta, Stan?
No, I live in British Columbia, Stan. But Alberta, they had a big fire in Fort McMurray. It's an oil town, big, fair-sized city. I mean, they lost. I don't even know. I mean, it hit the city itself and burnt a whole chunk of the suburbs and everything. It is the most. I've never seen anything like it. We had there's a few. I mean, there's no shortage of forest in Canada. We have a whole lot of land that isn't livable. And fires tend to, well, you guys know what fires are like. They burn shit, and people are in the way, and it's a really, really terrible thing. But so I know.
No, dude, Mountain Ranch next to me actually got the whole town got burned down except for the grocery store, and that's it. Everything around got totally just burned down, man. It was crazy.
It's insane. It's the level of destruction. We play a game where shit gets blown up all the time. And we love it, but then now we got some real world blowing up going on, and that ain't cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I just want to
here
say,
in
if
the
there's
UK
anyone who's got hurricane near them or fire near them, my heart goes out to you. I hope you're
Yeah.
okay. I hope everyone's
Please stay
okay.
safe out there. Yes.
Yeah,
If you're
definitely.
tuning
I
in,
mean,
yes.
personally, here in the UK, the only fires we've had is like of poor people and people advocating for peace.
So here we are, like all like heartfelt, and Butter's like, "F those guys,
Otherwise, there are no actual fires. From
those damn
It's
hippies."
too wet in Britain for there to be fires. It rains all the time and depressing. So no.
Which is why we have the Grenfell fire.
To keep us man here like in the desert, so that kind of helps.
Oh man.
Oh.
Talk
Anyway,
about something I'd love to go see one one day.
You don't
Anyway.
want to see the Grenfell fire happen again? No.
Not Burning Man. You gotta go to
no, we
Burning Man.
don't.
Burning Man.
All right,
Burning
Brennan.
Man.
All right. Hey, Biter. How about you go ahead and lead us out, man?
Okay, so fire is bad. Thanks everyone for watching the Mech podcast.
Yes, and this has been Larsh, your casual mech warrior. You can find me on YouTube at Larsh, Twitter or Twitch Larsh888, and Twitter at Larsh_01.
This is Old Bob 10025. Find me at Old Bob 10025 on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. So, thank you. I'm sorry I have some issues.
This has been Phenom from Team Redshirt. You can YouTube Team Redshirt, Twitch Team Redshirt. Guess what? Twitter also Team Redshirt. It's pretty easy. Unfortunately, I'm not at the point where I have a URL yet. So if anyone wants to go be nice and give me a little bit of YouTube sub, so I can get that URL and I can say youtube.com/Team Redshirt, that'd be really cool.
Okay.
Don't forget to tell people to like, favorite, and subscribe all your stuff.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Like
I don't do that in my
it's a
videos either.
struggle
Yeah,
for me
I don't-
to do that.
I don't want to be like, hey, I'm on all kinds of uppers today. Go to my Twitch and YouTube.
So fake, man.
So great.
Well,
I take
Let's
Viking.
wrap up.
Snuggles, do
Yep.
your plug and then we'll get out.
Andrew Lemming, please go to my channel.
Oh god, Lemmy, where you been?
Oh, I'm fucking lemming
Red
sniped
shirt.
again. All right. All right. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Snuggles Time. Go ahead and visit me on YouTube/Snuggles Time, Twitter also Snuggles Time, Patreon as Snuggles Time, and completely fucking zoned out here. And this is basically what my videos are. Is I incorporate my bloopers into all of my videos. I don't know why, but people really fucking like them. But yeah,
That's
Yeah,
it.
Go Team Red Shirt.
Go Team Red Shirt. And